Your Royal Highness, Crown Prince, please allow me to report. A guest from the Jin clan has just arrived at the palace. He identifies as Jin Yuyang and respectfully requests an audience with the Royal Highness. Let him come here. Greetings, Your Royal Highness, Crown Prince. You arrived sooner than I expected.
A person who values time never keeps others waiting.
My father praised you as the finest archer of the Jin clan.
Skill is only the result of practice.
Then what cannot be gained through practice?
Trust.
A bow is only a piece of wood. An arrow is only a sharpened piece of bamboo. What determines its direction is not the heart of the one who draws the string.
In your view, Ma'a then simply hitting the target?
An archer who sees only the target will learn about victory. But an archer who understands the wind, patience himself, will learn about life. I never imagined a lesson in archery could be that profound.
The art passed down through my family is not merely how to release an arrow, Your Royal Highness. We are taught that every draw of the bow is a lesson in mastering one's own heart. I would be honored to accompany you in archery practice one day.
Very well. I shall look forward to that day. Fova. You are so handsome, my son.
Your Highness, I have fulfilled my parents' wish.
What do you mean?
From the beginning, they sent me here not for honor, but to repay their debt to Your Highness. I only wish to know what Your Highness intend for me and this child.
So, did your parents tell you that once you had given birth to an heir, your duty was over?
They told me, once I had fulfilled that duty, my fate would rest entirely in Your Highness' hands. The realm faces too many burdens. I have scarcely found time to about my own life. For now, don't think about things that are still uncertain. Take good care of our child. Raise him healthy and strong.
And what about me?
I haven't made my decision yet, not because I'm ignoring you, but because such a decision should never be made in haste.
Until that day comes, remain in the palace. Take care of our child. Leave your own matters for me to think about.
So, after today's training, will you return to the Jin clan right away?
Most likely. My father is waiting for me to finish a few matters, but if time allows, I'd like to stay 1 or 2 more days.
That's a relief.
For a moment, I thought you'd leave as quickly as the arrow I just shot. Is there a reason you want me to stay? No important reason. It's just that once you're gone, I'll be left alone dealing with someone incredibly annoying. His name is Jinghan. Honestly, if someone carved his face into a statue, I doubt anyone could tell which one was alive. And the most annoying part, no one can ever guess what's on his mind. People who are difficult to read are often thinking about something far greater than what they choose to show.
That's exactly the problem. Sometimes I still can't tell whether he's praising me, ignoring me, or quietly planning to punish me.
If that's the case, then you must be very important to him.
How did you come to that conclusion?
A busy man would never spend his time thinking about someone who doesn't matter. If he still puts up with your antics, then it means he has never truly ignored your existence.
Maybe you're right.
But even so, he's still the most impossible person to understand.
I heard news travels faster than birds. They say you've already heard that I welcomed a guest from the Jin clan. I did hear about it.
That's all? I thought you'd ask a lot more questions. If you want to tell me, you will. If you don't, I won't force you. 四壁之诗 Eat.
Yu Yang is an interesting person. He's calm, polite, an excellent archer, and surprisingly pleasant to talk to.
Then that's good.
That's all?
You're really impossible to read. I was deliberately trying to provoke you. I almost thought you'd react. I'm not that easy to provoke. What a pity. I had prepared so many ways to tease you.
By the way, how are Wenran and your child? They're doing well. Wenran is taking very good care of our child. At least now, whenever you return home, there is someone waiting for you. Then don't come here so often.
Wenren might start thinking that the King of Luo enjoys spending more time with the Crown Prince of Shen than with his own family.
You finished teasing me. Eat before the food gets cold.
All right. It seems the King of Luo isn't nearly as easy to tease as I imagined.
Then rest today, Yoon. Let's simply relax.
You're still awake too, brother.
I heard you spent the day with Jin Yuyang.
He's quite an interesting person.
What do you think of him?
He only speaks when necessary.
He doesn't show off his strengths very much. But from the way he carries it explains everything. I can tell he's gone through years of disciplined training. Then it seems your first impression of him was quite good.
At least I never felt bored talking with him.
And what do you plan to do after this?
I want to keep learning. To understand strategy, the way a leader thinks, and how someone makes difficult decisions.
That's the first time I've ever heard you say something like that. A crown prince doesn't have to know everything from the beginning. but he must always have the willingness to keep learning.
I can't promise I'll become a great ruler overnight, but I want to start taking the first step, little by little. That is already more than enough. This kingdom doesn't need a perfect ruler. It needs someone who willing to keep growing.